Most sculpture is made by modeling, carving, casting, constructing, and assembling, or a combination of these processes. Let's look at modeling process first. Modeling is usually an additive process. Artists work with their hands to model plastic material such as clay, wax, or plaster. They build up, remove, or push the material into a final form. Cultures around the world have left us examples of their arts through modeled ceramics. The ancient Maya, who lived in what are now parts of Mexico, Guatemala, and Honduras, used clay to create fine ceramic vessels and lively sculptures. This sculpture we are looking at here depicts a Mayan ball player. This player wears a bright blue headdress that sculptor added to the figure before firing. He also wears a wide yoke around his waist for protection, and wristbands and anklets for hitting the ball, because use of hands was not allowed. The surface of this sculpture has visible evidence of the modeling technique, like tool marks and fingerprint impressions. The working consistencies of clay, wax, and plaster are soft. So, to prevent sagging, sculptors usually start all but very small pieces with the rigid inner support called an armature. When clay is modeled to form large sculptures, the total piece can be built in relatively small, separately fired, structurally self-sufficient sections, thereby eliminating the need for an armature sometimes. Carving away unwanted material to form a sculpture is a subtractive process. Michelangelo preferred this method. Close observation of his chisel marks on the surfaces of this unfinished work, Awakened Slave, reveals the steps he took towards increasingly refined cutting, even before he had roughed out the figure from all sides. For him, making sculpture was a process of releasing the form from within the block of stone. This is one of 4 figures later called slaves that he abandoned in various stages of completion. Carving is the most challenging of the 3 basic sculptural methods because it is an one-way process that provides little or no opportunity to correct errors. Before beginning to cut, the sculptor must visualize the finished form from every angle within the original block of material. The various types of stone with their different characteristics greatly influence the kind of carving that can be done with them. The marble was preferred in the European tradition because of its workable softness. In many different places and times, various types of stone have been used, such as sandstone, limestone, and jade. In wood carving, many sculptors prefer walnut and cypress because they combine strength and ease of working.